Let's
get angry about some movies.
What movies? I'd like to progressively get less angry.
I say bodies.
That sounds like we're starting with bodies.
Okay, we're starting with bodies. Yeah, Pete Davidson went and he directed.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Pete Davidson went and directed a movie, and it's called Bodies.
Oh, God, I didn't realize he directed it.
I'm pretty sure he produced or directed or something. He's not just in it. I'll put it. But someone fact check me, please.
Yeah, I'm checking.
Thank you.
The director was Helena Rygen.
Tell me he did something. Did he write the script? Did he write a script?
Nope. At least not the screenplay.
Okay, he was just in a shit movie, so all right.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Okay, I can't remember where I got that he was involved in the production side of it.
No, screenplay and story were done by different people. He wasn't on any of the lists.
All right, that's fine. Well, then he's only partially responsible for this fucking shit heap.
But
unfortunately, he's on the starting section.
But box office, it got 13.5 million. Surprise on that one.
That's because Pete Davidson did it.
A lot of people got duped.
Well, no, a lot of people went to see Pete Davidson.
True.
I
mean, he really is.
Sorry, Buzz, you spoke in such a high-pitched tone there that my headphones actually didn't pick it up.
Because I really didn't say anything at first, because I didn't know what to say. I don't get him. I don't get Pete Davidson.
As in, what don't you get about him?
Just him in general. What is his appeal?
I get the humor side because he's quite funny on Saturday Night Live, and in relation to the women's appeal, from what I understand, he's got a hog and a half in him. He's one of those tiny little white dudes with an uncharacteristically disproportionate wang, from what I understand.
And he has wound up dating.
Now, in saying that, I haven't sucked Pete Davidson's dick, so I don't know. But from what I've heard, he's got quite the hog on him.
I haven't watched Saturday Night Live since the '90s, so
I like a bit of Saturday Night Live. Boink. Sorry, what's going on here? Why are you not? Save image as downloads. Save. There we go. You're not the fucking picture I picked, you fuck. Okay, sorry, one moment, guys. Someone talk about this fucking shit heap of a movie there for me for a moment. While
so
I see what's going on.
So we found out that Pete Davidson sucks, and
someone else talk about the movie.
All right, bodies. We got 7 friends, or 6 friends. They're supposed to be like super tight friends and stuff. Girl shows up at Pete Davidson's house with her girlfriend. They're all partying. They start hanging out and shit. And unfortunately, what was that, hurricane? Or
it's a hurricane. It's not unfortunate. It's a hurricane party.
Yeah, it's a hurricane party. The entire
when people are doing COVID parties.
So hurricane party. Hurricane hits and they're all trapped in the house. And what's supposed to be just a fun night of drinking and drugs and just fucking off with your friends. Well, turns out we've got a dead body on the front porch.
We do.
Somebody killed Pete Davidson.
Oh no!
And so now
you forgot the word finally.
Also, you left out the part where they were playing a game whereby people are pretending to be a killer, and then all of a sudden,
I know all of you are probably going straight to the Googles, and you're like, "Hey, is Kanye West in this movie?" No, he's not.
Right.
But there is an Elven King in it.
Cool. Anyway, moving on, Carter.
So hurricane hits. We're all doing the music, the drugs, and the hanging out and stuff, and all of a sudden, Pete Davidson's dead on the front porch.
Yeah. Well,
holy shit! What do we do?
They do play a game first.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Rather
crucially, he mentioned it
because it's where the movie's name came from. They basically play what is it we call it over here? Murder in the Dark, isn't it?
Well, no, it's Killer. Was the version that I played, although it wasn't a lights out thing. It was more of a.
That was a real game.
Yeah, it's,
pretty much. It's
like the LARPing version of fucking Goose Goose Duck or Werewolf or anything else like that.
Okay.
Whereby one person is assigned to be the killer, and everyone else has to figure out who's doing it when bodies start dropping. In this, they turn out the lights, everyone walks around. When you're touched on the back or on the shoulder or something like that, you drop, you're the body. When the body's found, everyone screams body, body, bodies, and then you have to try and figure out who done it.
It's a whodunit type of game. You are correct, Roshi. Very much so.
Okay.
Which is why I was very surprised when it turned out that this was the storyline to the movie. When the movie was heavily advertised as a slasher. And I was like, well, this would lead me to believe that we're getting a bit of a crime, like a murder mystery. Which, for the most part, we did get a murder mystery. Except there was no mystery. Really?
Well, there kind of was, because of the way that it's put together. You are left kind of going, who is the killer? And then the end happens, you're like...
Yeah, these supposed very close and personal best
and
friends.
two random people
that
got fucked into the circle, literally.
Somebody's uncle showed up, and then
that was the boyfriend.
and the girl.
What?
Yeah, the boyfriend. He's like 45 years old. I mean, come on.
He was a Tinder date.
Yeah, she swiped right and not left, and she was like, he's kind of cute and a grizzled old.
In the uncle's defense, even the lesbians in the movie were like, I would like to climb up on that man mountain.
Yeah, it did seem like they were very.
He was quite large and hunky, like. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
He supposedly.
And he was
an ex. He was an ex-vet.
And that was the key point there. The slight bit of a misconception.
Yeah.
And he likes to lay down on the floor with weird goggles and headphones on.
Yeah, that was some weird therapy going on. I'm not quite sure what he was doing.
It's a light mask. I get sad, which is the seasonal effectiveness disorder.
Okay.
And then he took a dumbbell to the back of the head.
He took a dumbbell to the back of the head. Twice.
Best part. Or no, not best part of the movie. Best part of the movie is when
Pete Davidson dies.
Yeah, well, I didn't know if we were trying to spoil it or not.
Well,
but...
Oh no, I opened up with he was dead on the front porch.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was the best part of the movie.
But yeah, so.
And then also, the better part of the movie is reliving it at the end.
Mostly the movie is, and it's actually rarely one of those kind of movies where I can kind of go through the whole plot without revealing any of the plot, because none of the plot actually ties into anything up until the end. It's just, you know, Pete Davidson's dead, or as his name is in the movie, Dave Peterson. He's dead. And then the murder mystery unfolds, where everyone is kind of like, who did it? You did it? No, not me. You did it. No, I think you'll find that I did not do it. He did it. Where did you come from? You've only been dating our friend for 2 weeks, and he's that's suspicious in its own right, the fact that you're only dating 2 weeks. He's a Libra moon. They're not dangerous people, right, supposedly. So that cleared him. And
Libra.
Mostly
that
it's
does
just
not
a
make
load
anything right.
Well, supposedly we're very balanced, although I am also a Libra, so I'm just going to leave that out in the air.
No, he's a gentle soul. He's okay.
I don't know if his name's actually Dave Peterson in the show. His name is Dave in the movie. I just assumed that.
I think it's Dave Douchebag. I think that's what I saw.
Is there a surname for him? Because if they call him Dave and don't
there's no
make
surname for
if they call him Dave for his first name and don't make his last name Peterson, you're missing out.
It's David. It's David.
Yeah, I don't think there's surnames for any of the characters in it.
Oh, I was close on the age of that guy. He's 43.
Their producer or scriptwriter right now is sitting in his living room watching this podcast, just going, "Fuck."
That could have been a win on my side.
That's what was going to save the movie. What were we thinking? It was right there in front of our faces, guys.
You know all the problems we have with the movie. If they did have his name there, that would mean that we'd be like, although there was that one funny joke.
Right.
That one, the where the reveal of the oops, you got that job completely wrong.
That was funny. That was actually funny. That was funny. Yeah.
I will say, like, there were a couple spots that had me chuckle, like the job wrong thing. But I mean, aside from that,
the problem was this was a short film. To be honest, this is a short film storyline.
Yeah.
that they fleshed up with a load of people and be like, no, you fucking murdered the guy. No, you murdered the guy. Now we're all fucking murderers because we're all murdering each other because no one believes no one. Oh.
Yeah, that was... They turned on each other
Fucking fast. Fast.
Now,
it was
granted,
actually
there
like
were
a game of
drugs
Goose Goose
involved.
Duck.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I didn't know that it was supposed to be advertised as a slasher movie. I just put it on and was like, oh, cool. This is being a nerd, playing these games, actually playing them and seeing what they're doing and seeing how the film's going to play out. As soon as I started playing the game, I'm like, oh, I can see where this is going to go.
Except it didn't.
Right.
But hang
I
on,
thought
bear
it was
with me,
gonna be
right?
Some dark shit.
But we don't know that until the end. Up until that point,
Yeah, no, but I mean,
you know-
like, even as the aim of the game goes, it didn't. It just ended up in a load of friends getting bitchy with each other and murdering each other.
which is
The one
essentially
girl got...
the live action version of one of these games.
No, but one
one
of those
girl
games
shot
is
in the
there's a
leg.
killer going around. We need to establish the killer. This was the killer in this really didn't get a lot of kills in. It was everybody else murdering the shit out of each other, and it wasn't. But I know I said that it isn't a slasher, and you're like, hey, sure, sounds like a load of people got murdered. Doesn't that kind of make it a slasher? No, because none of the murders are
On screen.
remotely. Well, no, they are on screen.
Well,
Well,
There's on and off screen murders, but it still does not fall under like these slashers.
none of it's
Slasher.
slasher
Yeah.
category style
Right.
murdering. It's all
Right.
very, very understated, to say the least. The murdering side of things,
Exactly.
Yeah.
pretty gnarly
Yeah,
neck wound on Pete Davidson. Aside, everything else was murder. Like very
Right.
little blood.
Like one of the, like people like fell down the stairs, I think,
Right. Like
after taking some
Yeah.
well,
medication.
yeah, one fell down the
Pushed
stairs,
her.
but another fell over a stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She got
And
Dolph
that's
Lundgren,
what
as I
it
said
is.
to Giz.
it got,
Yeah.
it's a mix of on and off camera kills and stuff, but it still doesn't really fall under that slasher, which was what I thought it was supposed to be and how it was being pushed and stuff.
I see Joseph has broken our chat again because he said, I don't know about bodies, but I really like the movie Boobies. And now no one can
Yep.
get that out of their head in the chat. So,
Also, it seems like we're dropping viewers as that happened too. So,
Huh?
I like it. Just I don't know. I like it. Just yeah, that one girl, she got shot in the leg. And she's like, I've never been shot in the leg or shot before. I think.
And dude,
yeah,
like, I
it
have
fucking
to say,
hurts.
say-
No fucking shit,
Yeah.
love.
some of the dialogue was just dumb as shit. Like,
Yeah.
especially in that whole scene when they're like falling apart and, the whole, it hurts. Oh my God, I've had to see a therapist because I was friends with you. Like, the dialogue just got so.
That whole scene where everyone was like, "You are a piece of shit." No, you're a piece of shit. No, you're. I was waiting for Oprah to pop up from behind the fucking
Well,
wall.
that's because they were like, we really need to establish that these people have a reason to go just fucking ham on each other, basically.
Yeah.
But it was just a shoehorned in.
Damn it.
It's kind of like, hey, if you hate all of these people so much, why are you hanging out with them? Like,
That's
someone
what I couldn't
explain that to me.
understand. Because, like, my understanding is, like, we've all been, like, longtime friends, And granted, we're a little bothered because, like, the one girl went to rehab, but, like, she's supposed to be back. Like, everybody's just, like, two-timing and backstabbing each other, like, any chance
Yeah,
they
like
get.
I get sometimes not always being down with your friends. Sometimes you get one day you're like, "Hey, you're a piece of shit," but I'm okay the next day. Like, these people were just like, "I fucking hate you, I never liked you." It's like, well, then why the fuck were you like? What? Like,
Right.
doesn't
At
make
what
sense.
point during your 20-year friendship did you kind of not feel you could just go, fuck you guys, I'm fucking out of here?
Right. Well, you're a trust
Seems like
fund.
everybody's because of everybody else's problems. Yeah, I was like, "Oh, you were upper middle class." I was like, "Oh my god, shut the fuck up right now."
No, you're
Maybe
not
I
as rich
hated
as me. No, I'm fucking richer
Yeah.
than you. Well, you two are fucking richer than...
And that was the fucking turning point. 'Cause I think that's after that she said that she pulled out the fucking gun. It's like, no one says that to me. I'm gonna shoot
No
your
one calls
ass.
me middle class. I'm broke. No, you're not fucking broke. Your parents are college professors. It's a public college.
Yeah, it's like really. the fuck wrote this
Yeah,
dialogue?
it was so
A Mac
bad. Maybe this is
computer?
where I got it into my head that Pete Davidson had something to do with the actual production process.
Oh yeah. 'Cause, I mean, for the most part, it's just like a really kind of like enough dialogue.
Because it does seem like it was someone who was high as fuck at the age of 20 wrote this script. Like, it's very 20-year-old
Okay.
problems.
Oh yeah. 20-year-old problems as through a. How old is Pete Davidson? He's not that old, is he?
He's probably like, what, 19? He's very young.
Work.
Oh, Google's. Hey, Google.
He's 28 years old. Okay.
Oh my God, he's 28
Thought he
years
was-
old? I feel,
Yeah, I thought
I
he was
feel
older
young.
than that.
I feel young.
I feel. Oh, he does.
But,
well,
Yeah, that's
I don't know.
actually. Hey, Waffles, what's going on? How are you? We're just absolutely slating
Hello.
Pete Davidson's new movie here because it sucks. Nerds. Nerds.
The
Apparently-
script writing session was okay. Type words and line of coke.
Well,
Okay, type
hang on,
some words. line of coke.
Apparently, the script was originally written by Christine Rupenian. A24 acquired the rights to the script and then announced that Chloe Okuno would rewrite the script and direct the film.
If you,
Now, that was at the time,
Well-
but then that ended up changing and someone else directed, I think.
I'll put it to you this way, Waffles. It's advertised as a slasher, and it is not a slasher. It starts off as a murder mystery, and it seems like it's going to be a good murder mystery, and then they just kind of forget about the murder mystery side of things and just have a load of friends bitching at each other about how they all fucking hate each other.
Yeah, and how
Yeah.
you caused my
Raising
problem
the question
and
as
caused
to A, why are you all hanging out with each other in the first place, and B, how has this murder spree not happened many years before this?
And
You could
then
blame cocaine,
they
I
also
suppose.
Yeah, it's a hell of a drug.
It's a hell of a drug.
They also dropped the ball on that girl not bitch slapping the shit out of Pete Davidson during their scene where everybody got
Yeah.
slapped. Tap on the face. Everybody else got like cold
Yeah.
cocked. He was just like, eh. I was like, God damn it! Let me show you how it's done. I will smack this.
That
TV."
I will say that was possibly the most edgelord fucking scene I've seen in a movie in a long while. What are we going to do when we're on cocaine? Let's all just fucking slap the fuck out of each other.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's
Okay.
not gonna cause.
Yeah,
problems.
I honestly wouldn't waste my time with it, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's very unrewarding by the end of the movie. Like, there's no
Ill represented.
resolution or conflict
Yeah.
to anything that happens at all. Even the argument that became a rather heated debate by the end of the movie between the lesbian couple, you don't even get an answer to that. They just forget about the
Right.
phone incident. It's just like, oh,
Right.
Yeah.
I've-
Also,
I've got-
they got
I've
some
got
pretty,
reception. roll credits. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck off. The minute she said I got reception, I was like, they're going to end on this. And they did. And then I was like,
Yep.
fuck you.
They got some really good waterproof phones because I mean they were swimming in that
They
pool.
well,
and
I
they-
won't lie to you.
I think they
those,
dropped the phone
tho-
before they fell.
those things,
No, but she had like a pouch when she like took it out.
the waterproof phone is not a new invention.
I know, but
You can
it's
also
just-
get cases for your phone that make them waterproof in the event that your phone is not.
To be fair, that did not look like a waterproof case.
I know, but they're rich. So, because do you know how I know? Because they went out of their way to make sure that I knew they were fucking rich several times during the movie.
They just went
So
and
I'm sure
snorted a
you're
line
also able to
bottom
get
of
your phone covered in this laminate thing that literally gets melted onto the phone and it makes it waterproof, fucking crack proof. Everything.
Yeah,
It also voids your warranty
Pete Davidson.
completely in case it melts your phone. But anywho,
yeah. Just do a line and get a new phone.
I was about to go, can I get a shout out for Waffles? And I was like, oh yeah, we're on YouTube, who don't let you shout no one out. Go check out Waffles on Twitter.
Waffles!
On Twitter and Twitch.
Twitch.
Both those things. Anything beginning with a TWIT. Go check it out.
Don't check out Bodies.
Don't. I wouldn't even put this in the. Hey, check it out if you're. The way I'd insert random situation here.
Yeah.
Yourself and your
Like, I
missus
do
have
my
watched
best to
every
try
movie
to-
on fucking Netflix, and you've literally run out of all of the things. And if you download one more illegal movie, you're probably going to get arrested. Download Bodies because they probably won't give a shit. There you go.
They'd be
That's
like,
my
"Oh, thank the
that's,
gods."
that's my literal review for Bodies.
I normally don't like to say, "Hey, don't go see things," because obviously everybody has their own opinions
right.
on things. But don't go and see
And
this
I
movie.
normally- I'm normally have a respectful, albeit love-hate relationship with A24, depending on what way they go with movies. But this isn't even like, at least with the A24 movies, sometimes the stories are batshit fucking crazy and they make no sense or whatever, right? But the movie looks beautiful. And there's something in there. Do you know that there's a weird there's a weird something in there that you're able to kind of go, I really enjoyed that. Whereas this is just nothing appealed to me. I think it's even more of a fact that when it looked like it was going to be a good murder mystery and then suddenly it just stopped, that really fucked me off, because I was like,
Yep.
where did the good bit of the story go?
Probably the best thing to take from this movie is don't do cocaine.
Cocaine will make you murder your friends and others. That's probably the best thing.
Yeah.
Have stupid
Paranoid.
arguments with
Yeah.
them.
Cocaine.
Like Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
Bad things.
Cocaine will make you murder your friends and others. Now, I can't say that I've ever gone on a murder spree while on cocaine, or that I do cocaine. Anyway, yeah.
It's when you're mixed with terrible people. Like, there's just terrible people in this movie. I don't think there's one single actual redeemable character in this film.
No, they're all kind of
blonde girl.
they're all kind of douchebags. Blonde girl?
No,
Yeah.
actually, blonde girl and 40-year-old dude.
Oh, 40-year-old dude was
I
a
forgot about
douche.
40-year-old dude. Well,
He was a
He was a douche. He was a 40-year-old guy banging a fucking... How old was that girl? She was easily
In her
25
20s.
years
in her
younger than him.
mid-20s.
Easily 25 years younger than him.
oh
That
yeah.
would make her 15.
He was 40 years old? Yes, that's
yeah,
right.
they're supposed to be
He's
in their,
40.
Easily 20 years younger than him.
they're supposed to be in their 20s.
Yeah, easily 20 years younger than
20.
him. There we go. I know, I just like to poke the YouTube bear. What bear is he? Who's poking bears? I want to poke a bear.
No, I thought because I
That
don't know
was being weird.
if she was Russian or whatever, but the girlfriend, the blonde chick, she seemed like she was probably the most decent out of all of them.
Yeah.
I was on board with her until she said, "I have reception."
You're right.
And I was like, "Yep,
Perfect. Okay, cool. That you and I.
Fuck you! You just wasted my time."
I'll tell you what we're going to do. While we all cool down, I'm going to drink a bit of Monster and try and level myself out a little bit, because I got heated there for a moment. We're going to catch the trailer for Bodies. A24 have never flagged us before, but goddamn, I've never ripped one of the movies apart this bad before. So prepare for possible buzz reenacting the trailer, depending on how it goes. And Pete Davidson, if you have a problem with this review, feel free to call me.
Or shove it up.
Or
your ass.
shove it up your ass. Yeah, whatever. This is so bad, it's actually making me not like your Saturday Night Live sketches. Is it a solid 2? I probably wouldn't even... yeah. Solid 2. While we think about numbers, we'll be back. Here's the trailer.